Hello everyone, and welcome to the next session of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Spirit of Justice. It's been a while since I played this, and recorded it and everything like that, which is a real shame. But yeah, I mean, Dragon Quest stuff came out, so, had to do that, so I had to put this on hold. And I really wanted to play it because I love Ace Attorney. But I mean, Dragon Quest 8 is done. I finished that. Dragon Quest Heroes got done, so we're done with that. I played Super Mario Brothers because I just wanted to do that. I said to myself, like, what do I want to do over the summer here? And I said, I want to finish some of the things that I started but didn't actually go through with all the way. This being one of them. I started this, did the first two cases, and I stopped. There's a reason why I stopped, of course, as I just told you, but again, still I want to finish it, so I'm going to be sticking with one game at a time because that makes it easy for me. So I hope that you don't dislike that. I know that some people appreciate some variety. Like, if you don't really like Ace Attorney, you can not watch this, and you can watch something else that I do, but me doing multiple things is why things never actually got finished. Because I can't afford to put all my eggs into one basket and just focus everything on like my YouTube channel. I can't do that. So if I just stick with one thing then at a time, then everything should get finished. So yeah. Now I don't know if I'm gonna go, like if I'm gonna play, I'm gonna do only stuff that I haven't finished. Like, I know what else have I not finished. I didn't finish Dark Cloud. That's a tall order. Dark Cloud's a really long game. I didn't finish Legend of Zelda, Wind Waker. That shouldn't really take too long. I got pretty far in that. I want to do that. I want to finish that up. And I'm sure there are more that I haven't finished. I don't think I'll just, only do that. Like, after, Phoenix Wright, I'll hop into, the next thing that I didn't finish. I might do, like, do something I didn't finish, then do something new, then do something that I didn't finish, and then something new, or I might do something new twice in a row, but I want to try and finish the stuff that I didn't finish, starting with this. So that's the goal. And I might not get to everything, by the way. Anyway, enough talk. Have at you. No, continue. Alright. Hopefully, oh yeah, also, hopefully you can hear me well enough. I'll explain why you might not be able to in a bit. Oh, well, actually, I guess I could do it now. Because, yeah. Well, you see here, at my house, it gets pretty hot. And I can't just simply turn the AC down, because that costs money. So I have my fan on. But I can't have my fan on, though. Because then it'll cause a bunch of white noise in my microphone. And no one wants to listen to that. Well, there's this thing in Audacity where you can do noise removal, and I've been doing that for a while just to get rid of, like, any background noise that's been happening. Because there is still white noise no matter what. Just like this, like, staticky, like, that you might hear if you turn the volume up really, really loud. I wanted to get rid of that, and I've been doing that for a while, and I wasn't sure if it would be able to get rid of something as loud as a fan, which my fan isn't. It's a ceiling fan. It's not really that loud. But I was like, I don't know. That's like something that's just like literally constantly making noise. It's not like just like tiny little white noise that, the microphone picks up. But I tested it, and it seemed like it was able to get rid of it pretty well. I mean, of course, if you like wear headphones and turn the volume all the way up, you'll probably hear like or something like that, but if you're just listening normally, I don't think you'll hear it. That's at least what happened to me. I don't know, this could be fucking awful. Who knows? But hopefully it sounds good. Because I played Dragon Quest Heroes with no fan. And I was dying. So I kind of need this thing. So yeah, hopefully you can't hear it. Another fine day in the kingdom of Kurain. It's so peaceful here. I forgot, there's a special way I have to advance the dialogue so that you don't hear an annoying sound. Can't believe it's been over 2 weeks already, but this place is really starting to grow on me. Still. Sure was a rough start. Now, to do what I came here to do. You know what I probably should have done? To see Maya! Her long, ascetic? Maybe? Training is finally coming to an end. But before it does, she said something about one last rite she has to perform today. Mr. Wright! Is that, I forget who this kid's name... Yeah, this kid. No. His name is Albie. Oh yeah, I'll be your guide. Hey, Albie. Pirak... fuck it. Nah, I'm not reading that. Oh, you've mastered the traditional greeting of Kurain. I don't know about that, but I guess all that practicing is paying off. Have you gotten used to life at the temple? I'm grateful they're letting me stay here, but the mornings start a little too early for me. Yes. Well, morning prayers do begin at dawn. After all, you can never pray too much. Daily devotion is very important here in Kurain. Hats off to you guys. I don't know how you do it. And today is a special day, full of even more prayer than usual. There's nothing better in this world than being able to pray to your heart's content. I can think of a few things I'd rather do. So, what makes today so special anyway? You mean you don't know? Today is the purification rite. It's only performed once a year. That's what Maya must have been talking about on the phone yesterday. I wonder what her role in it is. So, what exactly is Maya going to be doing for this purification rite? What? Didn't she tell you? She's playing the role of Lady Kira. It's only the most important part of the entire rite. It's an unprecedented to have a foreigner play such a key role. Well, that's really something. It really is. Helping out is such an amazing. Helping out such an amazing person has been the greatest honor of this humble tour guide's life. So, who is this Lady Kira you mentioned? Allow me to explain. Once upon a time, hundreds upon hundreds of years ago, there lived a female warrior who fought valiantly. Let me stop you right there. Is something wrong? No, it's just... What was that? I got my eye on you, top left corner. No, it's just I get the feeling I'm in for a really long story. Yeah, I'd say it normally takes around 2 hours to tell. Phew, dodged a bullet there. Oh right, you're supposed to finally see Miss Maya today. Hopefully the music's not too loud. The story can wait then. In the meantime, you can read up on the rite with this. An English guidebook? Where'd you dig this up from? I found it just lying in there in the temple library. Figured no one's using it, so I borrowed it. Hey, this book belongs to Maya. See? There's her name on the back. Guess there's no harm in keeping this for a while then. Guide to Kuraini's rites written for tourists. Okay. Okay, yeah, you see, what happened... I actually thought about this. I probably should have, like, watched my previous recordings of this game. Because it's been a while since I played, and, I don't really remember what happened. I know that I won the cases against, the first case was, I proved that Jesus was guilty He wasn't really Jesus, he was peace, love, and understanding, but I mean, just look at him. And in the second case, it was... Oh my god. The second case was... Oh yes! Johnny Depp! That was right. I don't remember his name. He's a magic man. Yeah. Hopefully, were there any underlying things that happened that are going to carry over that I need to be like, oh, that's what that was? I hope not. Because I'm not going to recognize it. Yeah. Sometimes taking a break from these kinds of games is bad because then you don't really remember things that happened. Case in point, I remember that I got something wrong or that I didn't really remember something exactly right during the trial the last time I played. And it was because it had been like 2 or 3 days since I had played the investigation and I sort of forgot about something. So, that kind of sucks. And hopefully everything will be okay. Miss Maya should already be at the site where the rite is to take place. Let's go to the Plaza of Devotion. I wonder if Maya's matured any since I last saw her. I hope not. It's on a mountaintop, so it might get a little cold though. I think I can handle it. God, Phoenix. Oh, yeah. Sweet. It's time to take control. Actually, fuck you. No, I don't want to talk to you. Actually, no, let's take a look at that thing. Okay. There's full moon, high priest, staging area, curtain. Sure, this won't come into play ever. Okay. The purification rite is a 3-part ceremony held when the moon is directly over the summit of Mount Pony Pony. It begins with the transformation rite. The high priest reads scripture, while the priestess dons the robe of Lady Kira, which have been purified with incense. Oh, the robes, okay. Okay, next is the rite of water, in which the priestess enters the spring dressed as Lady Kira, and the high priest purifies both Lady Kira and her dagger. Oh boy, there's a dagger involved. I can already see some things going wrong. Okay, so the ceremony ends with the rite of fire, in which the priestess circles the sacred flames and, to purify her soul. The two then devote themselves to prayer until the rite comes to a close. 2 days later at... Oh my lord. So basically the whole thing's a fancy way for Lady Kira to take a bath once a year. Must be nice for her. Okay. And, okay, let me just get profiles. We got this guy, he's 9 years old, my guide. He's a young man, both monk in training and charisma tour guide. Alright, just trying to remember who everyone is. Sorry. Okay. May 9th, Plaza of Devotion. Brr, it's so cold. It's like the air itself here is made of ice. But look at all these people. Well, this is the day we come to offer prayers to Lady Kira, the protector of our land. It's amazing to see how devoted everyone is. Devoted. Right. But couldn't they just as easily do all this praying someplace warmer? This too is part of our religious training. It helps us build strength of spirit and willpower. Further up, at the end of these stairs, is the inner sanctum. That's a lot of stairs. I see. Everyone I've met so far seems deeply religious, except for that guy who liked to rock. Of course we are. After all, Kurain is also known as the land of prayer. It's said that we Kurainese spend an average of 15 hours a day in prayer. What? 15? From the moment we wake to the moment we fall asleep, our hearts are always in prayer. You see, all the square flags around here, they're known as prayer flags. They contain the prayers of our people. Oh, he's talking about these colorful strips of cloth. There's something written on each one. Such piety is the glory of our people, and I'm afraid that story is going to have to wait for another time, Albie. Maya should be here any bit now. Oh yeah, you're right. I can't wait to see Miss Maya again. Pardon me, oh noble traveler.
How do you fare, Mr. Wright? It's been many a day.
Who might you be? Maya?
Miss Maya, how you doing, Albie? And you, Mr. Wright, may the Holy Mother guide you on your journey. Oh, thanks. Heh, long time no see, Nick. Well, did I surprise you with my act? Yeah, you can say that again. This is Maya Fey. She's a spirit medium for Kurain back home. Kurain Village back home. Or that's just Kurain Village back home. She was also my assistant for quite some time. But that was many years ago. I have a hotter, younger assistant now, named Apollo Chest. Her ability to channel spirit saved me more times than I can count. I sure miss those days. I'm not gonna do my whatever, no. It was a ton of fun being the real boss of the Wright & Co. law offices. Now she's here, training to be the leader of Kurain Village and the master of her craft. Apparently, to become the master of the Kurain channeling technique, you have to train here in Kurain, since this is where the technique originated. Didn't I sound like a pious nun when you saw me just now? Too bad that's about all I learned from the training I did. Hahaha, you haven't changed a bit, Maya. Huh? And what's that supposed to mean? She may look a little bit more mature on the outside, but on the inside she's the same old Maya. I'm actually kind of glad for that. I don't know, I just like the idea. Hey Maya, you haven't changed a bit. Yeah. And then Phoenix just leaves. He's like, alright, that's all I was here for. Maya's just left there, standing with that same confused look on her face. Well, she's back to this standing pose now, but... I suppose we... Wait, hang on. No. Hang on. The proper greeting. I'm an attorney. Oh, hey! Congrats on getting your badge back, Nick. Thanks, Maya. Now you can go back to a life of bold-faced bluffing the day away every day. That's not exactly why I returned to the courtroom, you know? But that's also not entirely untrue. Yeah. I heard what happened, Nick. You ended up in court almost as soon as you got off the plane, huh? Yeah, well, it's kind of a long story. I was the accused. But you should have seen Mr. Wright in action. He was amazing. Ha 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 ha. Ooh. I bet it was another one of your famous seat of your pants come from behind wins, huh? Well, I was almost found guilty any number of times. Okay, so it wasn't my finest hour, so sue me. You haven't changed a bit either, Nick. Ouch, it definitely stings more when it's coming from her. So I guess you finished the bulk of the training needed to become the master, right? Oh, you mean the special meditation course for increasing spiritual power? Yep, I have completed the full 2 years. I can finally go home once I perform the purification rite today. Actually, I was wondering why they are having a foreigner conduct one of their sacred rites. Well, the High Priestess' wife usually conducts it each year. But with her body on the way, with her whoa, hang on, baby. Not with her body. I was like, wait, is she like a robot? Okay, but with her baby on the way, it's just more than she can handle. Plus, they really want to frame me for murder, so I'm gonna do it. So the High Priest practically begged me to stand in for her this year. Well, you may not know all of their customs, but with your training, I'm sure you'll do great. You bet! Just you watch, Nick. I'm gonna be the best Lady Kira, guardian deity, ever. I'd better throw in a few prayers for things to not end in a flaming disaster then. It's gonna be bad. Guardian deity. So about that guardian deity you'll be portraying today. What exactly are we talking about here? Well, first of all, Lady Kira isn't really a deity in the way we think of them back home. She's a real person who fought to establish the kingdom of Kurain a long, long time ago. Wow, so she actually existed. And now the kingdom's people worship her as a guardian deity. They believe she appears to protect the kingdom whenever it's in danger. Cloaked in a sacred robe, she's a champion of justice who defeats the kingdom's enemies. That sounds like something you'd be into. A steel samurai. I know, right? Who wouldn't want to be a kick-butt warrior who takes on evil with a wicked dagger? I want to see Maya's surprised face in 3D, where their mouth is open and it's white. I never got that. Right, whatever floats your boat. Still, Lady Kira must really be a popular deity if all these people here are for her. Wait, hang on, people are here for her. If all these people here are for her. Oh no. But there's more to it than just her popularity this year. There's more. So, what's this rite attracting such a large crowd this year? Why is this rite, you know? Because there's been actual sightings, you know. The real deal? Allow me to explain. A mysterious figure clad in Lady Kira's robes appeared, just like in the legends. And she's been capturing members of the Defiant Dragons right and left. I remember them, I think. You're kidding, right? They say it's only a matter of time till she gets their leader, the revolutionary Dirk. Dirk? I'm gonna say him Dirk. Dirk. So Lady Kira's a rebel hunter now, huh? A bit hard to swallow, though. I mean, even if they are trying to disrupt peace, I doubt the actions of a band of rebels can bring a legendary figure back to life. I didn't believe it at first either. But there's a real picture of her on the front page of today's newspaper. You'd think Maya would learn by now not to question things in pictures. Let's see, can we identify anything about anything particular? Okay, so clearly I see the knife. It's in the right hand. Let's take note of that. That's about all I can surmise from the picture, really. It's not much going on. The guy's wearing a hat and bandana, he's got a thing around his arm. There's a teapot, or a tea kettle, tea something, tea set. That's about it. I can't tell anything else. Alright. Sightings of her go back about 2 years. This is the first actual picture of her to ever be taken. I can't believe someone was actually captured. I was thinking someone actually was able to actually capture her on film. But couldn't this just be some Lady Kira fan, you know? Like you, Maya? You mean like a cosplayer? Those rebels are no joke, Nick. They're trained in hand-to-hand combat and stuff. You think some regular cosplayer can take on people dressed like that in a costume alone? That's why she has to be the real deal. It gives me chills just thinking about it. I bet Lady Kira's spirit possessed the sacred robes or something. A spirit possessing a piece of clothing? Phoenix. Maybe you should cut back on all those action superhero shows, Maya. It's Nick. Buddy. I know that that's probably not what's happening, but Phoenix, you really shouldn't be treating this as so outlandish, considering that you're talking to someone who can possess, whose body can harbor the spirits and take the form of the spirit that's possessing her. I think you should be a little more open to these things. But again, I don't think that that's... Oh! No, that's her mad face, not her surprise face. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? You're just jealous that I'm still young at heart. I've got a real office to run now, so I've got to keep it real, right? I don't know who you're talking about, but that's definitely not me. You really lost your edge since I last saw you. Those spikes of yours have grown really dull, and there's even one that's drooping. Can we leave my hair out of this? Anyway, I swear that Lady Kira's people have been spotting the real deal. Besides, it's just so much more fun to believe it's true, you know? I can't believe you really buy all that. Although, I wonder who's under that robe. But Mr. Wright, she's the talk of the town. She even gave me this great new food idea. It's gonna be like a soul bun, but based on Lady Kira, I'm calling it the Kira bun. Talk about a Kira business strategy. Wait, hang on. Talk about a Kira business strategy. Is it supposed to be like key business strategy? Come on, Maya, just admit it's you running around dressed as Lady Kira already. I guess the jig is up. What? Is it really true, Miss Maya? Indeed, it is I, Lady Kira. After hundreds of years, I have returned in this lovely young lady's body. What? Only a minion of the Defiant Dragons could see through my disguise. Now, feel my wrath, foul lawyer. Hey-ya! Ow! Mr. Wright! Just kidding. I mean, come on. I may be dressing up as Lady Kira for the right today. There's no way I could ever beat up one of those rebel types. I don't know. That was a pretty solid left hook she just threw. Oh, you were just trying to be funny. You really had me going there for a second. No one can be that naive, right? Well, I hope you enjoyed playing superhero at the right today. Or I hope you enjoyed playing superhero. Oh, when you put it that way. I'm even more hyped about it now than I was already. It lasts 2 days, you know. Oh, I hear the sound of the High Priestess' footsteps. I better get going. His footsteps? During the rite, he wears these really big bells on his ankles. That way I know he's coming. Pretty handy, right? Well, see you later. Bells on the ankles. I doubt they're actually meant to be a stop slacking warning system for you, Maya. Miss Maya is always so bright and cheerful. Yeah, I'm glad to see she hasn't changed. As in, at all. I wonder if this means her training has all been for naught. I hope not. Ah, it's Alkalite Zealot. Yeah, it's Zealot. Alkalite Zealot. Oh boy. Look! He's the one praying in the red and saffron robe. He is a disciple of the High Priest, Abbot Inmi. Abbot Inmi. Now the puns of these names are hard to grasp. I mean, Zealot is easy. Abbot Inmi. But from what I know of Abbot, it's maybe pronounced Abbot? Not sure. See how he prays in the cold without moving a muscle? Yeah, I could never do that. Ah, it's Abbot Inmi, the purification rite is about to begin. What? So that's the sacred robe Maya will be wearing during the rite. Looks almost exactly like what the figure in the newspaper photo was wearing. Whoever it was must have really worked hard to copy it. Please, sir, it's not a good idea to stare like that. You could be struck blind. Just give me a few more seconds. I mean, it's something you see every day. Oh, those bells on the High Priest's ankles. They're a lot bigger than I thought they'd be. Mr. Wright, it's time to enter the prayer pose like everyone else. Those who don't will suffer the wrath of the Holy Mother. Okay, let's see. First I kneel down and cross my ankles. Then I bow forward. Ouch! Great. Now all I can see is the ground, and my back is killing me. You really should have trained for this, sir. Wait a sec. How long are we supposed to stay like this, Albie? The rite requires that we stay like this until the day after tomorrow. That's 2 whole days. I don't feel so... Mr. Wright, are you okay, sir? Somebody help! Phoenix, you're only 35, or something like that. 36? Mr. Wright? Mr. Wright? Please, you have to get up. Ouch, my aching... Albie? Where are we? The High Priest's house at the foot of the Plaza of Devotion. I guess I passed out from that back pain. They must have carried me all the way here. Something terrible's happened. It's Miss Maya. She's... Oh, just follow me up to the Plaza of Devotion. Something must have happened while I was passed out. Miss Maya's... She's been arrested! Oh, fuck! What? No. Maya... No. Don't mind me. Where's Maya? Just take it easy, alright? But I'm telling you, I haven't done anything wrong. You can talk all you want back at the station. Let me go. Maya? I didn't kill him. I swear I didn't. Quiet, you. Come along peacefully or suffer the consequences. Well, wait a second. What on earth is going on? I don't know who you are, but if you don't get out of my way... Hey, back off, officer. Hey! Emma? Emma Sky? What's she doing in Kurain? I don't know, but I love it. So sorry, Mr. Wright, but we're placing Maya under arrest. Alright, take her down to the station, but with respect. Got it? Yes, ma'am. No, Nick! I mean... Nick! Okay, here's the picture I'm talking about. It might be kind of small for you to see, but I want to see this in 3D. Right here. I want to see what the hell they do with that. I don't know if this has been altered, but like... I think it has. I don't think it was this bad, but it was. Like, her mouth is like completely white for some reason. Like, it looks like she's holding an egg in her mouth or something. I want to see that in 3D. I want to see what they do with that. So, what are you doing in Kurain, Emma? It's a long story. Anyway, what are you doing in Kurain, Mr. Wright? Same here. It's a long story, but we can get caught up later. Right now, I need to know what happened. Maya's, well, under arrest for the murder of the High Priest. Wait, the High Priest was murdered? Congrats on your return to the legal world. I wanted to congratulate you sooner, but I never had the chance. Thanks, Emma. And congratulations to you, too, on becoming a forensic investigator. Thanks. Oh, I know. Let's celebrate by dusting your attorney's badge for fingerprints. Or how about we do a luminol test on it? I think I'll pass on both, but thanks. I like Emma. What happened, Emma? Please, tell me everything you can. Well, basically, there was a murder during the rite, as it was being performed last night. The victim, and now it becomes clear. Trust in me, the priest who was presiding over the rite. Trust in me. Wait, hold on. Last night? You mean to tell me an entire day's passed since the purification rite? That's right, sir. You passed out for a whole day from your back pain. I never knew my back's like a ticking time bomb. I'd better take care of it. The murder took place at the inner sanctum where the rite was being held. The inner sanctum? It's the place where the spirit of Lady Kira is enshrined. It's through that gate over there and up the top of the mountain stairs just beyond. Forgive me. Oh, that's why everyone is offering their prayers in that direction. Abbott in me. Yeah, he's 35. Phoenix is 35. I guessed it right, actually. Just wanted to see. Okay. Abbott and me and Miss Maya went up to the inner sanctum and began the rite. To begin the rite. Just after they finished the prayer you fainted in the middle of. So, who do you think killed that high priest, or the high priest? Fortunately, Maya is our sole suspect right now. During the rite, the inner sanctum was off limits to the general public. So then only the high priest and Maya could have been there when the murder occurred. Right. Plus, the inner sanctum is on the side of a very steep mountain. The only way up there is the stairway that starts here at the Plaza of Devotion. Okay, alright. I got it. Alright. Was there a box in the room? Yeah? Alright. Was there a hole in that box? Yes. Was that hole in the box about 5 inches from the ground? Just about. Now, was there also a folding screen in front of the box with another hole, but this hole about 2 inches higher than the one in the box? Yeah. Alright. I got this. This is textbook stuff here. Obviously, I know exactly what went down. And if you haven't played Ace Attorney 2, you won't get any of that. Anyway. So the only way up there is the stairs that start here at the Plaza of Devotion. So that's why she's been arrested. Also, the crime scene was only discovered after Maya came down alone. She's the one who told the worshippers in the plaza that the high priest was dead. And she made a police statement to that effect. So she was the first one to discover the body. Well, that definitely doesn't help. That makes it even less likely that someone else was there at the crime scene. Mr. Wright, sir, are you going to defend Miss Maya? Yes, of course. There's no way she killed anyone. This time. Yeah, I don't believe it either. She's been framed. But this is really something else, huh, Mr. Wright? I mean, who'd have thought you'd have to take on that horrible court again? Yeah, I had my suspicions. It wouldn't be much of a game. Honestly, wasn't that bad. It's honestly filled with a bunch of idiots who have no idea what they're doing. Anyway, tell me about it. I never thought I'd get through another ritual. Or trial, where the divination seance determines all, and defense lawyers are unwelcome. Defense attorneys are always unwelcome in these games. Emma! Yeah, let's talk about you instead. I'm interested in that. So what brings you here, Emma? Back in the US, I was starting a case with an international prosecutor from Kurain. He told me this is where I could see the latest techniques in international forensic science. I can't believe I fell for it. I mean, just look at this place. It's like we've gone back in time. Yeah, I can't say I've been impressed with the police work I've seen so far. Still, he said he takes on cases from around the world. So maybe next time he'll have one in a major city somewhere. Sounds like this prosecutor has taken a liking to you, Emma. After all, it's not every day a prosecutor takes a detective with them overseas. I wonder, he's calm and kind and almost always has a smile on his face. But it's hard to tell what he's really thinking. That international prosecutor, is he the one who handled Trucy's case? Yes, he is. I take it he'll be the prosecutor on this one, too. Yes, Prosecutor Sadmani's already been assigned. Prosecutor Sadmani? Palukaka! Plakuna Matata! You know him, Albi? Of course, everyone in Kurain does. He's a highly revered individual, both as a prosecutor and as a monk. If you go up against Prosecutor Sadmati, you'll incur the Holy Mother's wrath. Phoenix is just like, well, Apollo did it, so I mean, how hard could it possibly be, right? But it's my job, too. As a lawyer. Oh, right, yeah, sorry. Just great. A prosecutor who's also a revered monk in a deeply religious country. This trial is shaping up to be even more uniquely Kurainese than the last one. I'm not sure I should be saying this, but he's a formidable opponent. Yeah, I heard Apollo had a really tough time, like always, so I'd better give it everything I've got. Anyway, I'm glad that you're here, Emma. Me too. They treat lawyers like criminals here. Come to think of it, Prosecutor Sadmati mentioned something to that effect. I'm not sure how much I can help, but I'll do what I can. Really? Are you sure you aren't going to get in trouble for helping the enemy? Well, he did come down on me pretty hard when I tried to help Trucy in that last trial. Let's just say, I'll help where I can. Thanks, but don't go getting yourself in trouble on my account, okay? Prosecutor Sadmani sounds pretty strict. So first things first, let's start with this. Hey, the autopsy report. Hot off the press, it's the High Priest's autopsy report. Tarust Inmi's autopsy report added to the court record. Oh, hang on, cause of death. Fuck! It's gone. I need to... Okay, the victim bled to death from a deep stab wound to the abdomen. No, he didn't. Cause of death, blood loss from a deep abdominal wound caused by a bladed weapon. The wound appears to have been inflicted by the wardbad dagger used in the right. Inflicted by the dagger used in the right. We'll call it that. We'll just call it the dagger that's used in the right. Time of death, May 10th, anywhere from 2 a.m. to 3 a.m. Got it. Okay. How old is Emma, actually? I'm curious. No reason, of course. 27. Fuck is this guy? Maybe his eye's been gouged out. Anyway. Okay. The murder weapon is believed to be Lady Kira's dagger, used during the trial. Right. However, the dagger has yet to be found. Lady Kira's dagger, huh? I think Maya mentioned something about a dagger. Who wouldn't want to be a kick-butt warrior who takes on evil with a wicked dagger? Right. Whatever floats your goat. I know I said goat, by the way. Okay, and isn't that rebel hunter posing as Lady Kira also armed with a dagger? Of course, hers must be a replica, right? Would it be okay for me to go and take a look at the crime scene, Emma? The police have already wrapped up their investigation, but the location itself is off limits to the general public, so I'm not sure. Sorry. Your animations just kind of makes me laugh for some reason. Emma, please, I'm begging you. Just like the police, I need access if I'm to mount a viable defense. Alright then. Leave it to me. I'll explain the situation to Prosecutor Sadmani and the police later. Thanks, Emma. You have quite a climb ahead of you, so be sure to watch your step. Wait, you're not coming with me? Oh no, I'm not climbing up there again. No way. Is it really that bad? I wonder if my back can handle it. You get to the inner sanctum. Okay. You get to go to the inner sanctum? Oh, you're so lucky, Mr. Wright. Why don't you join me, Albie? That's crazy talk, sir. If a commoner like myself were to set foot in there, I'd surely be cursed for all eternity. Because the inner sanctum's off limits for you, huh? Oh well. Guess I'll just have to face this all by my lonesome. By the way, what about all the people still praying here? Are they going to go home? The customs of this rite require that they not move from this spot until tomorrow afternoon. It doesn't faze them to have the police milling about. Some of them are even off-duty cops. Wow, I guess this is what it's like to live in a deeply religious society, huh? Is there anything I can talk to you about? Just in case, I'm going to present a few things to you, Emma, if you don't mind. It's been ages since you've presented evidence to me. Remember when we worked on that one case together? I seem to recall a thin layer of fingerprint powder on every piece of evidence then. Well, I guess they get that way from time to time now, too. Enthusiastic as ever, huh, Emma? What about this newspaper? It's been ages since you... Okay. Hold B, right? Yeah, that's it. She should at least have something to say about the autopsy report, right? The victim's name was Trust in Me. He bled to death from a stab wound in the abdomen. And the killer? At the moment, our only suspect is the person who was with the victim at the time. In other words, Maya. Okay. Thought I could maybe get some extra info. I don't think there's anything worth examining here. We should probably go to the inner sanctum first. That's where it kind of wants us to go. We'll talk to Maya later. May 10th. Inner sanctum. So did all come with me or nah? Oh no, was that her? It's really high up, and really, really cold. What did I do to deserve this? At least I made it. I better get started while I can still feel my fingers. Hmm? Who's that? It kinda looks like... excuse me. Rafa? Oh crap, I forgot. I don't know how. Ah, it's you. Do you even know where you are, Barbed Head? Of course I do. May I ask why you're here, your benevolence? I came to pray for the High Priest's soul. But what are you doing here? This is one of the most sacred spots in Qurainism. Unscrupulous lawyers such as you have no business being here. But I'm not unscrupulous. Quiet. You dare to find fault with my insights at every turn the other day. I mean, because you were wrong. She's still sore about that trial. I mean, you were wrong. As you know, your benevolence, a murder has occurred, and I need to investigate. But we know the killer is one of your own. In my country, suspects are innocent until proven guilty. Plus, she's a serious student of spirit channeling who came here to study. So can't you at least give her a chance to explain what happened? All practitioners from overseas are big phony balonies. And her wish to train in the homeland of spirit channeling is but a bid for prestige. Alright, seems like nothing I say will convince her otherwise, thanks to that last trial. Tweedledum and Tweedledee really did a number on her impression of foreigners. As the defense attorney on this case, I really need to investigate this crime scene, and I need to do it, like, now. I've even been authorized by the police, so... What's this? You intend to make a mockery of our sacred Hall of Justice once more? No, I simply want to defend my client. Which means you have come to forge evidence, then. I knew all lawyers were criminals. I must now redouble my vigilance. Ouch, that's unfair. Who taught you to demonize a whole group of people anyway? My mother and father. Do you have an issue with their parental guidance? No, I would never dare criticize the royal couple. Still can't imagine what the lawyers here must have done to garner such hatred. Oh ho! Heh heh heh, I just had the most wonderful idea, Barbed Head. Why do I have a bad feeling about this that glint in her eye? The most wonderful idea. So what's this most wonderful idea of yours? If you are to investigate this murder, then I shall oversee your every move, so as to prevent any misdeeds, naturally. What? You want to follow me around the entire time? Of course. Not that I want to, mind you. And I will not tolerate any objections. Oh man, that's a bit of a deal breaker. I can't, not have objections. Understood? She can't do this to me. What was that, Barbed Head? Oh, no, it's nothing. Very well. Let's get this investigation over with. We mustn't stay here in the inner sanctum a moment longer than necessary. Please don't rush me. It is not without reason that I insist on a speedy investigation, Barbed Head. I am a direct descendant of the Holy Mother, you see, who guides the people of Kurain. As such, I must not sully myself with the blood of battle that Lady Kira bears. The blood of battle? If it's that big of a problem, why don't you, head on down now? I won't do anything, I promise. No, lawyers are never to be trusted. Now, make haste so that we may leave here soon. Oh, and one more thing. What now? Your victory the other day was but a stroke of fortune. But this time, my insight shall reveal the absolute truth. So brace yourself for a defeat most bitter, lawyer. I will. Now can I get on with my investigation? As long as you know where we stand. Better hurry and hurry up and poke around for clues before she changes her mind. Anything interesting to talk about? Why not? Could you tell me about this place, your benevolence? I have nothing to say to you, lawyer. Is that because you don't actually know much about it? You ill-mannered. I am the crown princess of Kurain. There is nothing I do not know. Oh, Nana. Whoa, where'd she come from? Hey, no cheating. Silence, Barbed Head. Nana? I'm just gonna call her Nana. Nana's knowledge is my knowledge. End of discussion. What is she? Your pocket internet? This spring is where Lady Kira came to cleanse her body of the blood of battle. And today's purification rite is a ceremony that traces its origins back to those days. Cleansing Lady Kira's robe in this sacred water lends one's courage for the next battle. I see. Thank you for that excellent explanation. Commoners are normally barred from here, except for the Day of the Rite. Who normally controls the access to this place? The High Priest and his family are responsible for that. The High Priest and his family, huh? Could you tell me about the High Priest and his family? Abbot Inni lived with his wife and his disciple, acolyte Prey Zealot. A young man the couple took into their home upon finding him near our kingdom's border. Speaking of his wife, isn't she the one who usually plays the role of Lady Kira? Yes. But as she is with child, the role was appointed to someone else. The killer, no doubt, offered to stand in, as she saw it as a chance to slay the High Priest. No, you have it backwards. He was the one who asked Maya to stand in. Then that braggart must have embellished her qualifications. I'm really not sure how she could. Besides, why didn't you stand in for the High Priest's wife then? Did I not tell you before? As a direct descendant of the Holy Mother, the role of Lady Kira is forbidden to me. For those descended of Her Holiness must not defile their bodies with the blood of battle. Oh, yeah, you did say that, didn't you? I should probably talk with the High Priest's wife and Acolyte Zealot later, too. Okay. Alright, let's look around. Anything interesting? I see some blood of battle down here, I think. Let's take a closer look, shall we? Okay, well, here's the body. It's been stained red by the High Priest's blood. The spring shall run red upon Lady Kira's return. What's that from? An old legend. Wait, does that mean that the rebel hunting Lady Kira in the newspaper is the real deal? Nah, that's crazy talk. Okay, so it's not separate like the body outline and the pool of blood. Hey, isn't this Lady Kira's robe? Oh, Holy Mother, Lady Kira's robe is... I know how you feel, but we should leave it as it is. We should leave it as is to preserve the crime scene. You imbecile, this is the actual robe Lady Kira once wore. It is? What the heck is it made of? I mean, nothing should look this good after a few hundred years. Enough! If I say it's the actual robe, it is the actual robe. That foul murderer shall not get away with this. It's tough to see a piece of history sloppily tossed on the ground like this, though. It even looks like it's been mended a number of times. This robe kind of smells. How dare you insult a sacred piece of clothing like that? No, I mean it smells like incense. Oh, I see. The scent you detected is from the sacred incense used to purify Lady Kira's robe. Whenever a rite is to be performed, the robe is first scented with the sacred incense. If it still smells like this incense now, the scent must have been much stronger last night when the victim was killed. Okay. Let's look at this bird. I like this bird. Whoa! This is blood! This is a statue of a warbad. The bird on which Lady Kira has based her appearance. And all this blood is from the High Priest, huh? Wow, that was weird. To have me to read, like... Okay. He no doubt embraced the statue and hoped that Lady Kira would save him from death. May his soul rest in peace. Considering the amount of blood, he must have been stabbed with a considerable force. There's no way Maya could be strong enough to deliver such a blow. I mean, she is a woman. I'm just kidding. Oh, hey, whoa, what's this? What are you doing here? A bloodstained scrap of paper? Looks like some kind of note or letter, perhaps. but it's written in Chinese, so I can't read a lick. Maybe it's one of those pray flags. Let me see that. Once the flame is lit, then... will be... This is simply impossible to read. Wait! What is it? The stamp on the lower right. It's the mark of those insurgents, the Defiant Dragons. The rebel group? What's it doing here? Is there some kind of connection between the High Priest and the rebels? Hey, we got our first piece of evidence. Besides the autopsy report. I mean, like, from our actual investigation. Giant bloodstain. Okay.